Hey guys, so what do you do when you're told that you have to lose all your teeth? If you're young, it's really traumatic. If you're old, it's a problem because, as you know, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Let's take a look at what options exist for you if your budget is not huge. Let's take a look at this really nice 90-year-old man. All the teeth have to go. Some have infections, they're just not stable, the whole thing is falling apart. Well, previously, we'd have to make him dentures, and it's really hard because you have to take special impressions and you have to spend a long time doing it. Usually, it takes at least 5 visits to accomplish that. However, today with digital technology, we can do this in 2 visits. One to see the patient, as you see right here, take all the records, our photos, our scans, and then the next visit, we can deliver this. Gorgeous, isn't it? Well, here's the problem. The upper denture is held in by suction. As you see, this covers the whole palate, and this is molded properly so that the muscles can hug the denture while it's in the mouth. The problem is with the lower denture. Look at this. It's a very thin U-shaped arch. And the problem with this is this side of the denture sits on a ridge that has very, very little tissue on it. Most people accommodate to an upper denture quite well, but the lower one, it's a problem. It just moves around and it's very hard to chew with it. So what do? The most common and most amazing solution is 2 implants right here on the bottom jaw, as you see in the picture. That is really all you need. The lower denture looks like this from the inside. These little attachments that you see right here click right in to those implant abutments. When I make a denture these days, I actually make 2. We make a denture that is immediately inserted at the time of tooth extraction, and the patient wears that for a while till the gums and bones heal. 2 to 6 months later, we take that denture and put a special material in it called a tissue conditioner or functional impression material. We send the patient home and the patient functions with that till everything fits. Once the implants integrate, we can go ahead and put the abutments on and then connect the denture. When all surgical steps are done, with digital technology, it is so easy for us to just duplicate those dentures in very, very hard, durable acrylic. It does not imbibe or suck in the saliva, they don't smell, and they function really, really well. Let's take a look at how we connect the final denture to those implants. As you can see here, on the right, you have the denture that the patient was functioning with already. And on the left, we have the new one that we have to connect. What do? I take it to the lab, and in the same spots of the existing denture, I make spaces for the special attachments. We try and make sure that everything fits. We use a material called Fit Checker to make sure that the denture seats nicely. I can see where I need to grind a little bit more. I mark it, take the Fit Checker off, and now you can see where I actually have to relieve the space. We go ahead and do that. And then we go back into the mouth, and I might have to do that once or twice just to make sure that I have nice space for my attachments. This is a sandblaster. I go ahead and sandblast the area just to remove any dirt particles or any contamination so the bond to those attachments is nice and strong. We clean everything up with alcohol. And I like to place some Vaseline on all the areas that I don't want the glue to go on. Today we use a material called chairside. It's just a hard composite acrylic material, and I've used everything, but this one proves to be pretty nice and solid after it connects, and you can see that I syringed it into the mouth on the attachments, and go ahead and have the patient close down. And the patient taps, sits there for about 6 minutes, and now we take it out of the mouth. That white little circle that you see is just a spacer on the gum so the stuff doesn't go under the abutment. We go ahead and remove that, and then I take it to the lab. I use a laboratory knife to pry off all the extra material. You can see that nice and clean. And then I take my handpiece, my drill, and clean everything around just so I have a nice finish to the denture. And so we can blow dry it and take a look how nice this looks. We go back into the mouth, and it actually snaps in nice and tight for the patient. And you can see right there, let's put the upper one in as well. And he's gonna lick his teeth and go ahead and close down. There we go. We got beautiful bite. Everything looks and functions great. I love it. So now we wait a couple of weeks, make sure that he can function and everything is okay. And then in 2 weeks, he's gonna come back, and I'm gonna take those black spacers that you saw in the video, and I'm gonna replace it with something that's a little bit stronger and a little more durable over time. But it's important to give the patient, especially when it's their first time, just the spacers so it's hard enough to hold, but easy enough to remove. And of course, let's take a look again. We went from this to this. So remember, even if you have to have complete dentures, and either you can't afford to have implant bridges, or maybe you just don't have enough bone, or maybe you're older and the only surgery that you can do is the one to give you 2 implants here, there's a solution. This is great. So now you know. From Prosthodontics and Implant Surgery of Manhattan, where people come in with missing teeth and leave with gorgeous, beautiful smiles, even if it's a denture, I am Dr. Zev Kaufman. Follow us on social media and give us a like.